it just keeps getting worse.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? Akeem here, and joining me is the voice of Smoke, hoping to smoke me in Mortal Kombat 1. The voice of Smoke, Yuri Lowenthal. How are you, sir?
I'm doing good, thank you. I'm in no way gonna smoke you because I have not even played the game yet. So.
I mean, neither have I, so we're on equal playing field right now.
I suspect you're still gonna crush me.
Thank you for the vote of confidence. I appreciate it. That was a nervousness in my voice. By
I got it.
The
I got it.
inflection was nerves.
You were expressing what I was actually feeling on the inside. That was good. That was good.
All right, let's do it then. So this is going to take us to the character selection screen. Now, this is the thing.
Great.
I've never played Mortal Kombat. I haven't played Mortal Kombat 1 yet, and neither have you.
I haven't either.
Okay.
I may even go as far to say is that I don't think I've ever played Mortal Kombat.
Really?
On not a cabinet machine, like.
Okay, all right. So the classic cabinet
where
machines,
where I put in a quarter. Yeah, like that was the last time I remember playing Mortal Kombat.
All right. Well, so a caveat for us to actually move forward then with this is you're going to need to give me a quarter.
Okay. You know what? I may only have a $10,000 bill.
I mean, that's fine if you can stuff it in my hands. I mean, look, I'll take it.
I'm gonna owe you a quarter, Akeem. Let me show you what I learned. See, I'll just put it in. You like that? Like that? Oh!
Okay, all right,
here we go. Ready? Button mash! Button mash! Oh.
All right, slow down with the button mashing, okay?
No. I will button mash you into oblivion. Are you kidding? Oh,
you're not even aiming at me. What are you doing?
So much blood. You have to aim in this game?
Well, I mean, you're not directing your punches and kicks towards me. You know, it's like you say, where there's smoke, there's fire.
That's right. That's my thing. That's right. That's my one good catchphrase.
Why are you not dead yet? What is going on here?
Oh,
okay,
Scorpion wins.
Oh, we ran out of time. I was trying to do a fatal blow.
You know what? I did better than I thought. I'm sorry. I did not mean to be that good.
But it's okay. I still won. I mean, regardless.
There he is.
Yeah. Why would I? Okay.
Why did you tell me to do that?
And then you do it.
Right? And how many times can you call it a cameo?
So there's a build-up meter. So your meter is built up already. You could technically call him in again, but I advise against it.
Oh, because you just...
I wanted to do a cameo.
What have you done?
Yeah, baby.
That was gross. but you know, that's what I looked for in this game. So, was that me saying fight honorably, or was it you?
Why would you say that when you're the one who's getting your handed to you?
See, I love you lulled me into a sense of complacency with our first game, so that you could just easily destroy me in the second game.
You just gonna keep stabbing my legs? What are you doing? I can do that too. See, I can do it too.
No.
How dare you?
Oh,
teamwork.
Oh.
Okay.
Teamwork makes the blood spurt. Isn't that what they say?
Oh, my goodness.
Oh, how did I do that?
Whoa. Oh, no. I did something. Okay, finish. No, that's not how I wanted to finish you. I mean, it finished you, but I wanted to do something very grandiose. Right. Okay, I say we do best of, what, 3?
Okay.
Is that?
I mean, I know how it's going to end. Best of 3 is you win. Okay. But let's do it.
How would you describe Smoke's relationship with his two brothers, Scorpion and Sub-Zero?
They are. Let's see. They definitely have different relationships. Mm-hmm. One of them is more antagonistic, and one of them is certainly more brotherly. And if you play the game, this is the story stuff. You'll.
Oh my god. Oh. Sub-Zero controls so well. All right, so full disclosure to people watching this.
Jack's just come in and then just run right out. Did I mess that up some?
Okay, hit it again. I want to see what he does. I'm gonna give you this one.
Okay, all right.
There it is. Oh, he got you too though with that.
That's not fair. I thought we were friends.
Okay, this could be anyone's game right now. You got 15 seconds. I'm trying to give you a chance. I'm trying to give you a chance here.
Don't you coddle me. Don't patronize Smoke.
I tried to give you a chance.
I know. I appreciate that.
Am I winning?
This
is a fatality? Is this a fatality? That's what is happening right now? What are we doing to you?
Oh my goodness! It just keeps getting worse and worse every time I think it's.
Is it over?
It's over. It's not over.
With Smoke, I feel like he has a very unique voice. How did you find the voice of Smoke?
We found it together in the session because we were sort of starting from. it was something we worked to find together. Me and Dominic, who's the writer and who was directing the sessions, worked on that together in the room on sort of day one, and then kept honing it as we went. But I think we found it pretty soon, actually. I mean, it's I've played ninjas before. So some people will know that I've played ninjas before. So it's not entirely uncharted territory.
And also like with Smoke, like he's a master of magic. He's mastered the magic, the arts of magic. Are there any sort of like magical skills that you have that rival Smoke's?
I always wished that I've always wanted to learn. What?
I was distracted by asking a question. That's what just happened.
All
right.
That was. I was not expecting to win. I'm kind of weirded out by that. I've always been obsessed with magic. I love magic. I love magicians. I love the world that they live in, what they do, and I've always thought, yeah, someday I'm going to learn prestidigitation. I'm gonna study with I was about to say magic user, which is very different than a magician. But I'm gonna study. I'm gonna learn to do this. I'm gonna practice, and I've tried in the past, but it's probably the same reason that I don't know how to play an instrument, because I don't know if it's just not motivated enough, or I'm too lazy. Like, I don't know what it is.
But I would say like your greatest magical tool is your voice, right? I mean,
I guess you can, my imagination, something, I don't know.
I mean, you're a man of many voices.
That's true. Or you could argue, I would argue, how do I do it? How do I do it? Or do I just have to, there it is. Jax is there too,
He's like, I helped. You didn't really do much, Jax.
No, he didn't.
You know, like there's like lots of different sounds that these characters make. Like when you see like the stills or whatever it is, like you see the sides. I think it's what they call them sides, right? Yep. So when one of the sides reads like impaled through the thigh with a knife. Like, how do you harness that sound, like those guttural sounds that these characters make?
That is, that is a part and parcel with this job. When you do a lot of video games, you learn to make those sounds, because most of these video games involve fighting, dying, getting. Let's see. Maybe we should. Or did you just? Okay, great. So there's so much you have to do, and I found that some actors, like doing that and are good at it, and some, feel a little self-conscious about making those sounds when they're, not actually fighting or, getting electrocuted or whatever. I don't know if it actually plays into why it's funny. I'm like, wait, is that me? Is that the me Smoke, or is that the you Smoke? Did I just? But then I realized if he's just like jumping up and down and kicking, and that's probably me. But I grew up doing martial arts, so a lot of these sounds feel very kind of, like the effort sounds, fighting sounds, all feel very normal to me. So I don't have a lot of trouble doing it. But it is funny because every part of every recording, every game is, and they will often save it to the end or on the last. Ooh. Oh, here she goes. Oh no!
Hit him, Frost.
Oh! Gross.
So like when this is happening, what type of sounds are you making?
Oh, the worst, like the most disgusting sound. And you really get to they just get right back up. And you get sort of free reign, so Smoke wins, but probably not my Smoke.
No, your Smoke.
I was?
You won. Yeah.
Okay, so it was
We're tied now.
Okay, all right.
Winner takes it all.
Oh, you did the Smoke thing. But they will often save it to the very end, because some of them can be kind of brutal, much like this game, on your throat. Because then they'll save it to the end so that they don't waste you for the, so you can do your dialogue before you wreck your voice. But they'll, and now here, do a take, do several takes of being on fire, and now, being electrocuted. Now getting blown up, now falling off a cliff, and sometimes they'll have us record things just for coverage. They're like, this isn't in the game, but just in case we decide to make this a thing, why don't you record being squashed by an elephant, or whatever. But I mean, everybody does these games has to do those, unless sometimes you're a celebrity and you're uncomfortable doing it, and then they get somebody like me to come in afterwards, which has happened, and do your effort, do somebody else's efforts for them.
All right, I think it's. Oh my goodness! I'm almost done. No, please. Did I lose?
Oh, smoke.
Bravo! I'm GG. I'm not. I almost smashed the controller. I was like, but I'm gonna be calm.
It's okay. Okay. So should we turn this table over together? Should we flip this table together?
No.
Right into the screen.
You grew up with martial arts, is what you said. You said that earlier, and I'm so.
But that's just for me loving martial arts movies. So.
Did any of that play into you, like choosing the role of Smoke? Or how did that process even come about, I guess?
That, most things, a lot of times I don't know. Sometimes it's clear that I auditioned for this thing and then I got chosen for it. And sometimes I think, and this is only occasionally, I know a lot of people think that, at this part of your career, you don't have to audition anymore, right? And I'm like, no, I audition, 5 times a day or 10 times a day if I'm lucky. But every now and then somebody will be like, hey, we know your work in this and we think you'd be a good fit for it. And I think that was the case with this, but I'll never really know. Maybe I had sent in an audition for Smoke, and I don't know.
I gotta ask you this though. Again, now that we're not in the game, so you talked about how you found those guttural sounds, and they do that at the end of like the entire session.
Right.
I heard this from one of my colleagues. For like the fatalities, they don't necessarily have names. So when you're reading the script, like how is it described like in the script when it's like I'm plowing your head with a knife, like.
Right. I expect they probably, to cover their bases, get a bunch of things that then they can cut together however they need to. Mm-hmm. So, you can do like guttural things like being stabbed in the gut. You can do stabbed in the eye. You can, being, beheaded or, punched in, various parts of your body. You try to get as specific on it as possible. And then, because they're probably even beyond the sessions, much later than we record.
Yeah.
They're still building some of the fatalities. So I expect that, and although I can't say for sure since it wasn't my job, that they build it from a library of different gross, horrible sounds that we make.
Now the thing about Smoke, I want to go through his long history.
Please do, because I'm still learning about it, because I was not a huge Mortal Kombat player before. Everybody knows Mortal Kombat, of course, but I didn't know a lot of the specifics. As a matter of fact, when I first came on, I'm like, so what are we gonna do for Smoke's a new character, right? And Dominic was like, no. I'm like, oh, okay. So allow me to learn at the altar.
It's funny that you think you thought, I guess, he's a new character. I mean, the thing is, like, with his history, though, he's been prominent throughout the entire franchise, but as far as playable, very limited.
Absent for the last 3 games, as I understand.
Like, Smoke, he first appeared in Mortal Kombat 2, but he was an unplayable character. He became playable in Mortal Kombat 3, but as a cyborg. And then 18 years later, he returned in 2011's Mortal Kombat. Then he became a non-playable character yet again in Mortal Kombat 10 in 2015. Then he cameoed in 11, and now 2023, he is back, returning to whoop some butt and have some blood gushing out of his enemies.
Yeah, and himself. And sometimes when you destroy me like that.
No, you did a phenomenal job of whooping my ass, and I can say that. So I think we kind of discussed this, but I kind of want, now that we have our thoughts kind of clear, I kind of want to go over this. How did you find the voice of Smoke, and like you talked about your familiarity with the entire franchise. Did you go back and like look at some of the older iterations of Smoke?
If I had realized that he was not a new character when I first signed on, I probably would have done that. Yeah. But I went into the first session thinking, hey, we're just going to get to create this from scratch. So unfortunately, because we then were set the voice in that first session, I didn't get to then go back and come back and change it because we had already started. But Dominic Cianciolo, who was a writer on the game and was directing the sessions, he gave me all the information I needed for us to create the voice for this Smoke together.
Our clan doesn't govern, it serves.
That is our past. It won't be our future.
I think that's a great way to go about it, because you don't. I feel like as a voice actor, you wouldn't necessarily want to be influenced by like people that have come before you, because that might be in the back of your
stuck
brain.
in my head.
Yeah, exactly. I don't want you to lose your voice, but could you possibly demonstrate one of those?
Well, I'll tell you what. Let's create it together.
Okay.
How about
all right.
you describe a fatality to me,
Okay.
and then I will make the sound of it.
Okay.
Not to put you on the spot or anything.
No, I can do that. I can do that.
And
All right.
it can be something that's already existing or something you make up right now.
Okay. All right. So the fatality is you get kicked in the shin, and your shin breaks, and then I reach down and grab your kneecap and pull it out of its socket, stick it in your eye socket. I do the same thing with the other knee because you got two kneecaps.
Right.
And then I reach in your mouth and pull out your two eyeballs, and then I eat them.
Okay. Okay, you have to do the eating sound at the end.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Fatality. That was tasty.
Fatality.
You got a guttural laugh out of me. Don't do that.
Sorry.
Don't
Sorry.
do that. That hurt.
I should have stuck to the script.
Also, did that hurt?
Was there a script?
Did all that hurt, by the way?
No, because I'm a professional.
Okay.
If I did that for 2 hours, which sometimes they ask you to do, or 4 hours, yes, by the end, even though I'm a professional, even though I can protect my voice as best I can, at the end of 2 hours of just doing that, I'm toast. No matter who you are or what you do.
Yeah, you're toasty.
Unless you're like Fred Tatasciore or Steve Bloom or those guys.
Yep, Yuri. Well, thank you so much for kicking my ass.
Thanks for finally letting me play the game. Can you believe this is the first time I've played it?
This is the first time I'm playing the game too, which is why you kicked my ass.
Yeah, I did.
Yuri Lowenthal, everybody. Kicking ass and taking names and smoking smoke.
You
Smoked me.
I smoked you. Where there's smoke, see, that's his only catchphrase. But it's built in.
Say the line. Say the line.
Where there's smoke, there's fire.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.